The Days of Thunder, written by Wondrous Wendy, narrated by Ranger Zath. Rating: Explicit. Archive warning: graphic depictions of violence. Categories: male/male, female/female. Fandom: Control. Relationships: Casper Darling/Zachariah Trench. Characters: Casper Darling, Zachariah Trench, Jesse Faden, Emily Pope, Frederick Langston, Helen Marshall, Dylan Faden, Autie. Additional tags: workplace relationship, boss/employee relationship, sexual content, humor, requited/unrequited love, casefic, road trips, romantic comedy, time skips, post-canon, time travel fix-it. Background: Jesse Faden/Emily Pope. Angst. POV alternating. Not exactly AWE DLC compliant. Canon divergence. Camp horror. Pre-canon. Implied/referenced suicide. Grief/mourning. Psychological horror. Temporary character death. Canon typical violence. Summary: AI 55-P, the hot tub, is known for being one of the Bureau's most infamous altered items. The item itself isn't known for its inherent danger to others like the Game Hammer or the Arctic Queen, but instead for its ability to induce lewd psychedelic hallucinations featuring historical figures. To director Zachariah Trench and Dr. Casper Darling, the winter road trip to investigate AI 55-PE marked the last time both men were truly happy before the ordinary AWE changed everything. Notes: I recently watched my favorite Let's Play of Control and felt the urge to write a pre-canon, early 2000s casefic featuring Trench and Darling. I love the universe, I love the characters so much, I wanted to throw my hat into the ring several years late to the party. I decided to write a story set in the early years of Trench's tenure as director. I can't promise this is 100% perfect in the way of canon compliance, but I will reassure readers that I did some research and tried my best to fit this story into a tiny window of time before the ordinary AWE. However, I've decided to expand the story into post-canon. So, overall, this story will have a happy ending, but we all know what happens eventually. But maybe it's not fully set in stone? Title of this story comes from Days of Thunder by the Midnight. At the beginning of each chapter, I'll note any content warnings as necessary. I did a lot of unnecessary research on the history of hot tubs to come up with the altered item featured in the story. Chapter 1. Case File. Hot Tub Procedures. The Hot Tub. AI 55-PE. Containment Procedure. When first brought to the oldest house, AI 55-PE underwent several tests with Bureau volunteers within the research department. The item is confirmed to have been altered and is currently housed on level 3 of the Panopticon, in Unit Redacted. Description/altered effect. A large acrylic square hot tub, 2 feet 11 inches high, by 6 feet 10 inches wide, by 6 feet 10 inches deep, that seats up to 8 people and holds 600 gallons of water produced by Blessed Spas. See Report Paracriminal Profile, the Blessed organization, for more information, and file 7-39-0922. The item features 88 stainless steel jets meant for hydrotherapy and massage with 8 internal light fixtures. The item induces users to experience hypnotic episodes involving sexual activities with hallucinations of historical figures. From hotel guests and bureau agents, users cite that the historical figures featured in these hallucinations are ones they feel as though they have expressed personal interest in, whether from hobbies, research, or through recent exposure, e.g. documentaries, historical fiction films, television, or books. Further, those who come within 3 feet of the hot tub experience increased levels of libido blood pressure, self-confidence, and a decrease in personal inhibition. Background: the item came to the Bureau's attention after guests staying at room 204 of the Snowline Alpine Ski Lodge and Resort in Mammoth, California, reported psychedelic experiences during the winter seasons of 2000 and 2001. Redacted and Redacted investigated the ski lodge in the winter seasons of 2002 and stayed in room 204 as guests. Both individuals later reported that they had experienced Redacted. See AI 55-PE Supplemental Reports A and B for further information. Addendum: March 30th, 2010. After watching the recently released film Redacted by Redacted, Redacted concluded that AI 55-PE's existence and its altered properties have not been revealed to the general public. The film's hot tub does not share enough common properties to AI 55-PE to raise alarms. Redacted has concluded that no further intervention is required. However, Redacted has suggested that the Bureau more thoroughly investigate the redacted film industry to ensure that no future coincidences arise in which film plots involve items with similarities to altered items secured within the oldest house. Further, more research must be done in order to understand the causal relationships between Redacted's power over audiences and the power of hypnotic suggestion. Notes: the graphic made in this chapter was made by Ranger Zath, who you can find on Twitter and Tumblr. Thank you for reading. If you enjoyed this story so far, please leave a comment. For updates on future stories, you can find me on Twitter at WondrousWendy and WondrousWendy on Tumblr. This is Zath, signing off until the next chapter. I'll see you back here next time with The Days of Thunder, a Control fanfic by Wondrous Wendy.